All right, so starting off, we have a Mega Man versus Pichu. So Mega Man, I think is a really good character. I forgot who played. Was it Plup who played Mega Man? I do believe.
I believe you may be on to something there.
Yeah.
Good
So
sir.
Mega Man's a character that is kind of in Smash 4. He was really well known by the Japanese player who played it, but now this time we're seeing Zurge on the Mega Man. I feel like it's a really slept-on character. The pellets got buffed as well, and Pichu. We've seen all the potential that Pichu can do. We got Void rocking that Pichu, and a lot of pros have been shifting over to Pichu because how strong like the Pokemon can be.
I feel like Mega Man has a lot to bring to the table at both the shallow and deep ends of the pool. On the shallower side, it's just like, well, I could just spam Leaf Shield and just run up on you almost for free every time. But there are so many different combinations and zoning tools that the Mega Man has available to him that it can be very hard to find a way in consistently or net any kind of damage or come away with a positive trade. Nice up there. Gonna make the return to the stage of lofty ambition. Hello, back air.
Yeah, that was actually a fair. It got buffed, surprisingly.
Oh.
Yeah. So the little
Like I said, there's that.
Oh, he went deep for that one and gonna escape him from that one. So what happens is that Mega Man, the buffs that he got in Smash 4, oh, great tech, by the way. My goodness, so Zurge, Tulsa already showing some nice heat going on.
I wish we got to see these guys more often over the course of the season. Another Leaf Shield goes in. Going to be able to set up some offense. What kind of extra credit can Zurge get on this first stock? Up to 20.6 thanks to some of the self-damage by Pichu. But Shiny, he's in that winner's side for a reason.
Yep, and so he should be able to just safe recovery. So Mega Man, what he can do is he can use his up special and then jump out of it, which is really helpful for him. He's going to help his recovery, and if he even gets hit, he can actually just use his up special again. So he's a pretty safe recovery. It can be a little linear though, like I said. But the Pichu having a little bit of trouble because like he can't land the shots, and even though he's able to throw out these attacks, he's getting punished for it.
Mega Man is very difficult to deal with.
There we go.
The forward tilt comes out. Elongated leg, by the way.
Yeah.
That's going to be Zurge's first stock, but we're 62% racked
the
up.
combos.
Can't feel too bad about things, but the 0% combo potential definitely showing up for Shiny.
Ooh.
Follow-up goes for the spike, up B like you were talking about to get Zurge out of danger, but right now, Shiny is starting to surge himself.
Yeah, he's starting to get some damage down upon the Mega Man. So what happened was that I was a little disappointed that Pichu didn't attempt the infinite. He has that potential to keep on doing it. We've seen Void do it. Could be a hard execution, but here we go. Down tilt's try to 2-frame. Great parry into an F smash. My goodness, Shiny pulling it up and actually catches the saw right out of midair, taking that for a projectile for himself. So there we go, the fair as well. So Mega Man now has a bit of a hill to climb because Pichu at this percent, this is what he likes.
This is what you need to do against the Mega Man. You need to put them in a position where they need to come at you. The moment they can, enjoy a stock lead, maybe even 2 stocks, they just get to hang back and snipe you from whatever angle you're trying to come in. But now Zurge is in a position where he needs to get this second stock. He needs to make something happen. That makes him that much more predictable, and Shiny looks to capitalize every time.
Yeah, Mega Man's a great chip character. He has a little bit of a hard time finishing stocks, but his fair and bear are just great options. But he's good at getting to that percentage. It's just that if Mega Man can't control the pace of the game like we're seeing right now, Shiny is just contesting fully on that one. The air dodge will not be able to get punished for that one, but the bears that Shiny is throwing out, it's a really good move on both Pichu and Pikachu. Off stage once more, and he's got a bomb on his head. So really interesting right now. Zurge, if he wants to get back from this one, this is going to be a giant hill to climb for him.
I'm really impressed with the conditioning that we're seeing out of Shiny early on in this grand finals. There's a throw. Goodbye, Shock Rat. But one of the most dangerous parts of fighting against the Mega Man is when he returns back to the stage, because he can just short hop on, use the Leaf Shield, and then take his turn. But we've seen Shiny shut that down with using his own shield, going for throws afterwards. So for the last couple of times, Zurge just jumped on the stage and shielded himself.
Yeah.
So taking that option away from Mega Man at the beginning of a best of 5, not that bad a prospect, but you catch a forward smash too. That doesn't hurt either.
Yeah,
Game number 1 goes to
My
Shiny.
goodness, so that was a great job. He actually sniped him out mid-air with that neutral special, then forced Mega Man to try to jump earlier, and then tried to air dodge. But remember, air dodging, he's got a little bit of lag at the end and hit him up with that F smash. But let's look at the standing. See Zurge. My goodness, Zurge and Shiny. Oh, this is important.
We were talking about the idea of you need to show up each and every Thursday because it all comes down to the wire at the end.
And this
you
is
look
the
at
wire.
the numbers. 40-39. The winner of this will be going to Oakland. The other one's going to have to go ahead and offer up some congratulations and watch the rest of it in Twitch chat with you guys at home.
So not only is this grand finals, this is going to decide who gets to go. So this is even a higher pressure situation, and this is what we like to watch. Let's see these players go at each other, because the winner of this, remember, gets to go to Oakland and face against the best of the best. But here we go, Peach, you're doing a great job. But Zurge, see, it's a very safe recovery, as you can see.
The clash of the Tulsa Titans, 39-40. And then the next person was, what, 13?
Yeah.
So these guys definitely been running the table all season long. Shiny has the shield, neutral air out of net, solid option for Pichu. Tackle into the stage.
Dash tag, there we
Nice.
go. So trying to get something down, so I feel like Zurge got trapped in the ledge there for a while, but was able to get through. Down to, oh, didn't turn around for the grab, so Shiny gonna miss out. Saw try to get something down, but he's gonna be okay. Back throw, oh, he tried to pummel a little too much, so no punish. Oh, that F smash, really close. Goodness. Oh, he's got a bomb on his head.
Pichu so small.
But there we go. Not small enough for that one, apparently.
Aerial attack's going to tag Shiny in the face. Goodbye to your first stock. Saul, that's going to get Z-drop to no avail. Up B helps Zurge get back on the stage. Leaf shield, by the way. 19% is going to get racked up. There's the zoning game we see from Mega Man. Got to watch that vertical off-air shenanigans. You cast that lightning bolt, you're getting spiked.
So right now, this is where Zurge shines. He's able to really control the pace of the game and utilize the best as he can. Look, these bears and fairs are just walling Shiny out, so have to play it a little better, and he's fishing for those side tilts because they do a lot of damage, and he also is a kill move, but great parry. He knows he's going for it. So Pichu finally does take it, but 103%, Pichu can die to a really strong attack.
Sure, it says, I wonder if we'll see OC on stream tonight. I certainly hope so. Right now, the grand finals for Tulsa, this is as important as it gets. One player, 40 points. The second player, 39 points. The winner of this is going to Oakland after the grand finals here. Who knows? Maybe very well see some Orange County action. Nice neutral air combination connects. 34% gets racked up. You look for those spikes if you're Pichu every time.
Pichu can take stocks extremely fast and just get those spikes down, but right now Zurge is doing a good job controlling the pace at his own, what he wants to do, because that's what you want to do. If Pichu is able to run all around you, that's when people start to struggle, and he's looking for it. Shiny knows he has to shut down the stock fast. He wants to come back.
I think he needs to try to get this stock sooner rather than later. At 78, 80%, he's one forward smash away. One of the biggest weaknesses of Pichu is you are the squishiest character in the game. So you eat a solid shot, especially one of these forward or back aerials. Could
nice
very well be it. 94%. Zurge controlling the stage. Up B, get Shiny back on. Nice roll. Dash attack will connect.
It's a down tilt, actually. Very cool. It's just like a little slide.
Oh, right, yeah. The dash is the little
That's like a little spin thing that he does, but Shiny not looking the best right now. Even at percents, but not even stock. So right now, Mega Man's just fishing for a back air and a fair. That should be able to take the stock. He's able to zone out Pichu. Not able to take it out just yet. He's trying to go for a 2-frame, but it's relatively safe. And I love the use of the up special by Zurge to keep bouncing forward. And back throw? Not enough to take it just yet, but it's getting very close.
The more this wears on, it just feels like it may be too little too late for Shiny. Even if he is able to come away with the stock at 154%, the next throw probably will be enough to spell the end of this last stock. Let's see if he's going to be able to beat these odds, though.
There we go.
Spark him up. Ties it up.
Yeah, I mean, Pichu's electric type and fire does normal damage, but like we said, if Mega Man's able to control the pace of the game and start walling off Pichu, it doesn't matter how small Pichu is.
Right.
Yeah, you can just keep on hitting it with the pellets and then the fairs. And the fair in Smash 4 didn't kill until very late percents, but now it actually kills much. It kills much later, and it does a lot more damage.
The matchup against Mega Man feels so stacked going towards the middle game. Whoever gets ahead in stocks generally wins that game, whether it's Mega Man or the other side of it. Because one of the things that Mega Man kind of struggles with is being on the offensive when he's behind in stocks. On the other end of it, though, Shiny just found out how tough it can be to try to take stocks, especially with a character as late as Pichu. Going into Game 3, things are tied up. This is getting spicy.
Yeah, this is really interesting because it doesn't matter if they're 39 and 40. Whoever wins this gets to move on. That's the scariest part about that, is that you're just like, oh, I'm ahead in points, but it doesn't matter if I lose this. So this is going to be a very important game. It's probably going to be, it's a very dramatic game because, I mean, whoever wins, they get to go. And Oakland's a very important tournament because that's where you get to really show off who you are.
This is what Super Smash Thursdays is all about. I'm sure going into the season, that's what this is what I wanted to see. I wanted to see some high stakes action, 56% to 53. Using a neutral B to try to zone out, but it's going to cost him percentage against a character like Mega Man. The more you try to spam that, the more that percentage starts to rack up. Things like that and the Leaf Shield, really dangerous things that Shiny needs to keep an eye on.
So I also feel like that we saw in the first game, Pichu, it didn't matter how much percent that Pichu was stacking up by using the neutral B, he was ahead, right? But in the second game, you saw that he couldn't throw as many projectiles because he was hurting himself and he was just being closer to that kill percentage. And by the way, kill percentage for Pichu is not the highest.
Mega Man has a lot of options on the table, so if you just start to chip away his just standard attack, that right there, that's going to be 3, 6, 7% every now and again. If you're stacking it up yourself,
there we go.
Find yourself in a position where you're back at 0%. He's going to need to get this stock immediately if he wants to not fall too far behind.
So the question is, can Zurge run away with the stock? That's the ultimate thing, and right now it also depends whether Shiny can get back from this one because you can see he's actually trying to duck down. If that killed, that would have been crazy.
Yeah, that's controller disconnect territory for sure.
Oh, but there we go.
To answer your question,
great momentum cancel.
I feel like Zurge is definitely keying in on what he needs to do to be able to claim this series. He just seems to be a step ahead against Shiny at every turn. I'm wondering if Shiny wants to start employing some of the platforms on this stage to his advantage, maybe try to go for some combinations off of aerials. But whatever he's doing right now, Zurge seems to have a pretty solid handle on it. Getting that stock is good, but racking up that much percentage before you're able to do so, there's definitely more efficiency on the table.
And that 2-frame with that down tilt is really good. It's like Mario's dash attack, where it had like that lot of active frames. Mega Man's is essentially the same thing, and remember that F smash that Mega Man has is ranged, so it can be a big issue. And I think it actually goes through the little thunder shock that Pichu has, so it can be a big issue. But here we go, there. He's looking for stock.
Ooh.
He knows. I think Zurge knows.
There might have been it.
Yeah, Zurge knows how desperate Shiny is, and if you don't space those attacks, Aaron, you're going to get hit with an F smash to the face, and Zurge only at 61%. And right now, he knows what he has to do. He's just essentially, he's basically making Shiny really impatient.
That Hadouken's such a strong option for Mega Man. It's just like, I don't need to be there. I can just send the representative. This projectile has enough knockback power against the lightest character in the game. Whereas Shiny has to stay on those little tiny toes as much as possible. 100% on the second stock for Zurge. He gets back on. Leaf Shield return to stage. Oh no, here catch. Up B gets him on the stage. Ultimately, Zurge not able to punish that. Shiny still showing signs of life.
Yeah, I also like how Zurge isn't using a directional air dodge. Actually uses a regular one to avoid the end lag on it, so he's able to escape from the combos that otherwise would catch him because Shiny is right on top of him when he does those air dodges. But right now, looking for the stock, you see there's really high pressure situations when they're both off the ledge because Zurge knows that he doesn't want to get his stock taken, and he's going to be doing a great job by that. So it's all up to Shiny right now. Needs to take this stock fast because he's got some potential for comeback, but great momentum cancel once more. Great thing to help you survive. And, oh god, if you're Shiny in your situation, what do you recommend?
I feel like you got to play a game of red light, green light. I think there are a lot of times in neutral where Shiny lights him up. 106%, not going to be enough. Shiny will have another chance at life here. But again, we find ourselves in a position where Shiny looking to get that second stock already in high percentage. The remix. We're going to see Zurge go up 2-1 in this series, looking to reset the bracket, looking to make his way out to Oakland. At this rate, he very well may make that happen.
Yeah, I mean, do we see Pichu switch? Because I feel like maybe it's not the character problem. I guess it's that mentality. Because if Mega Man's running away with these stocks, literally, like he's running away and he's throwing out these projectiles.
And I don't think it's necessarily the character. It's more the mindset that's being employed. Anytime we see Shiny just kind of like prodding at Zurge, throwing out neutral Bs, he's doing damage to himself that might not seem like a lot, but it starts to add up in pretty short order, especially if Zurge starts to prod it himself. So I feel like when Shiny does go in, he needs to get value, but at the same time, he needs to know to stop and not use those attacks to give free percentage over to an opponent that looks to capitalize.
So I actually see Shiny picked Lilat, not just because of the different platforms. It's actually has got a little slant to work with. So he's able to actually dodge the pellets, but not the saw. The saw is a little too big for it to stop, but very interesting choice. Lilat's been a stage of controversy about like where they should be picked. Not as bad as WarioWare.
Definitely not that controversial, but it is something of a wonky, unorthodox stage for those that are longtime Smash competitive players. Zurge gets back on the stage, throws the mine out. He can play this poke game to his heart's content. 64% though, slightly behind in damage overall. Shiny, he's playing this red light, green light game the way I hoped he would going into game 4.
Yeah, he needs to. He's forced in that situation. And remember, the bottom area for this stage is a little lower. So spikes, early kill spikes are going to be really important for Pichu on the stage. So great. I love the pick. I love the stage pick. Really good for him. But remember, Mega Man with Rage is pretty dangerous, especially if you're Pichu. I think Pichu going against anyone with Rage just hurts.
I'm wondering how deep Shiny's character pool is, because if he does lose this game and the bracket does get reset, I think I'm getting to a point where I would like to see him go for a different character. It just seems to be his mindset and playstyle is to poke and prod more in neutral, and that doesn't really work with Pichu if you're not getting forward tilts, if you're not getting forward smashes to close out stocks early. You're not getting the value of the character's burst potential, but you're also doing damage to yourself. We need to get these stocks off sooner than 150, 160%.
So, honestly, right now, not looking the best. Good job by Shiny to take that stock, though. Much better than last time. You don't want Zurge to be able to run away with the stock. And here we go. Using that down throw, really good thing. But that down tilt is murdering Pichu right now. He cannot get back on the stage. And I don't know, if you're it feels bad, doesn't it? You just see that Pichu's like, oh, I'm gonna snap into ledge 2-frame, 2-frame.
He's like, I don't care how much of a slant there is on that stage. You can still paint me like one of your French girls with this down tilt slide.
Light ladder.
And down to the last stock, potentially gonna be a reset. Zurge has come away ahead in games off of worse circumstances, so he has to feel like the bracket resets on the verge. 60% racked up, nice combo there by Shiny.
Oh, so he's starting to read it. He really needs to. Like, if he's gonna win, if he wants to win this game and prevent the reset, you need to do something fast. And he's trying to go for these hard reads to get something down. But Mega Man, really calm and collected, just throwing out these really nice range projectiles and knowing just like, hey, I know exactly what you want to do. He actually jumps after Leaf Sheet, want to avoid the animation at the end, which can be unsafe. But there we go. Shiny takes the stock, so maybe we'll not see a reset.
Those are the percentages we want to see these stocks be taken off. If you're a fan of Shiny right now, solid combination, goes for the grab of the Saul. Not sure if he actually meant to do that. Sometimes picking up items like not what you want to do. Down B.
That's it.
Spicy.
That's it. Great job by Shiny. Like I said, want to take those stocks early, and that's how you get the win in the end. So no reset right now. So this is even a higher pressure situation. Game number 5.
Those are the types of things I was hoping to see out of Shiny with this Pichu character. The way he's been playing the neutral game, when he does go in, he needs to make things happen like that. He needs to get that zoning off the stage to where Zurge is in a position like, I hope, go gadget on. I hope I'm able to reach this ledge. Oh, wait, we need to get these stocks down at like 120, 130. We need some of those edge guarding options available there. It's just a piece of Shiny's arsenal that we haven't seen until that game, in my opinion.
Yeah, I'm glad it came out because
he's glad too.
But on the next stage, Mega Man did a really decent job, just kind of flubbed it at the end, I think, but it was also Shiny was able to really step it up, was able to take those stocks faster and more efficiently, and then the last stock was just a great job by him, was able to pull it out in the end. But game number 5, do we see a reset?
I don't think we do. The main reason why I say that is because this stage, I think, favors Shiny more than Zurge, just for the fact that those platforms are going to be there. One of the recovery options that Shiny likes to go for is using up B to go past his opponent, but it's been in range of Zurge just running up and grabbing him and keeping the offense going. But with that platform there, he can land in a safe spot. It just gives him something more for Zurge to deal with. If he loses that 50-50, we're back in neutral.
Yeah, and speaking of 50, he's at 70, so really good for him. But remember, on this stage, so he's got a slant to work with, but at the same time, the platforms on this stage are actually bigger than Battlefield. They're actually a little taller, so that can provide some interesting things to happen. Oh, missed punish right there, but I mean, we'll have to see if this works out. Mega Man, Zurge won to the stage.
I think that was a big example of what I was talking about, because Zurge, if this was a different stage, he would have been ready to grab Shiny when he came back on stage. But you can just tell that Zurge was considering that the platform was going to be the way to go. And guessing wrong allowed Shiny to get back on stage. Nice damage there, 73%. This squishy character, that is kill percentage. Fishes for the back air, and that is going to connect.
I mean, you can still 2-frame. over and over
Paint
again.
me like one of your French girls. One of the things that is so interesting is that down air is one of the strongest things in Mega Man's arsenal, in my opinion, as far as going for spikes off stage.
His range, yeah.
Zurge is just like, no, I'm just going to slide into home every time you try to get back on stage.
Why risk it? Oh, so the slime can actually work in Mega Man's favor. And see how big that thing can get? It can eat you up. And the throw, back throw.
Yoink. Or yeet.
I just love how Mega Man's just like,
Just gotcha.
yeah. But 165. Oh, he tried to go for it. He's like, no, not again. not. It's just like the sheen, the presentation. He's like, I'm gonna use down tilt again. This is the 7th week in a row that you've shown us down tilt.
Oh, nice parry in the down tilt follow up. 173%.
There we go.
Forward tilt finally does connect. That quick, that strong an option for forward tilt. There are a few excuses to justify why Zurge's stock should go that high in percentage before Shiny's able to take them out. Hopefully that's a ship Pichu will be able to right. Otherwise, Zurge will be resetting his bracket and could be on their way to Oakland.
Yeah, Oakland's the big boys. The big boys, that's where they play. But right now, so here we go. Shiny needs to get these combos down. And he tried to go for the dare, but that fair that Mega Man has is pretty strong.
Neutral air, that's going to connect. Neutral attack into the forward air.
Oh, he didn't use down tilt.
For once. And he didn't get punished too much for it, but Shiny definitely got back on stage for free in comparison to how hard it's been in other instances. Fishing for the neutral air, and that's going to connect. Surge looks for the platform. That's going to get red. Shiny looking for the down smash or down air potentially. Doesn't get that. We've seen this grab and the yeet combination enough from Zurge.
No rage. No rage
Too
to
low
work with.
percentage to get that kill.
Yep, so no rage to work with in that case, but here we go. Mega Man. Oh, he tried to go for that. That was very close. He's charging it up. So Pichu's trying to play that little patient game, but it doesn't work if you're Pichu, especially you're just making yourself easier to kill at this point. So the back air should be able to kill, back throw I should say, should be able to kill because he kept hitting himself.
That's what I'm worried about for Shiny. Like, he just gets into this, like, mindset.
There we
He's
go.
like, I'm just going to kind of dance around. I'm just going to fish. But it comes down to this game number 5. Last stop. Shiny wins this. Tulsa's decided who's going to Oakland. If it goes the other way, Zurge resets the bracket, and we got potentially 5 more games to talk about. Down throw, neutral air follow-up, leaf shield interrupts the turn of Shiny. Shield comes out, up air, just fishing for those, prodding with the neutral attack. Forward air, starting to charge that damage up on the side of Shiny.
God, look at that. Imagine this high-pressure situation for both these players because Shiny does not want to go to a reset. If you really don't want to, especially, it must be hair-pulling playing against a Mega Man because you're like, pellets, saw. All right, fair. Oh, that's going to kill me, right? But looking for this right, we got Zurge. I love it. I just love how disciplined he is, though. He's throwing out these RARs. He's throwing out these backers reach drop. Oh, is this potentially...
I was waiting for
there
it.
we go.
The
So
long con.
the long... I mean, you pull it out when you really need it, right?
I love that kind of mindset from a player because the entire best of 5, we saw him using the down tilt, waiting for Shiny to get back on the stage. Keeps that in his back pocket, and he's just like, all right, well, you're conditioned. You think I'm going to go for the down tilt. Actually, here, catch.
And it hits him. Literally catch these hands, right? Just launch his hand out there.
And
He's like,
out
I
of
catch
nowhere,
it.
we have a reset bracket. Tulsa's not going to be decided that fast, says Zurge. Here we go.
I mean, all right, so game number 5, Pokemon Stadium 2. Bigger stage to work with. Could potentially work in the favor of Mega Man, but you know, we've seen things happen, so Shiny really needs to step it up, and he's great condition right there. He thought he was going to go for a second up air, but no follow-up. So obviously, so if you're Shiny in this situation, what do you want to do?
I mean, he just needs to find consistency. We saw an instance in the before this bracket, before it was reset, game number 4, he took down 2 stocks in the space of like 30 seconds, something like that. That's the explosive potential that you need to see out of Pichu to really justify playing a character that actively hurts themselves while also being the squishiest character in the game. If he continues to play this, you know, slower paced, prodding style of neutral, he keeps taking stocks at 180%, he's going to have to cheer Zurge on in Oakland.
Yeah, I mean, but first of all, no matter who wins this, just great playing by both of them. I just love seeing this high-paced action. Both of them sticking to their plan. That's what I love about it. There's no, like, change-ups. Zurge is still playing that passive game of poke and prod and try to use over the fair and F smash. And Pichu is still playing a little patient, but I don't agree with... Besides that, I just don't... I don't agree that he's using those neutral specials so, like, carelessly. He's playing it like he's Pikachu.
I mean, I agree. I would say per stock, there's a good 15% damage that is entirely for free, just because he's throwing out these options that don't net too much. And when you have Zurge taking stocks just by throwing them off the stage, you gotta feel like if he was a bit more conservative on those, he might be able to use DI to keep that stock alive and then perhaps turn something around. When you have two players that are this evenly matched, it normally comes down to things that are that minute.
Oh, he went for the infinite, but it just didn't work out in that favor.
10-15% less, that might not have been the stock. Leaf Shield's gonna rack up, shoves Shiny off to the side. We're going back to the down tilt game, up B.
Great spot dodge.
Manages to juke that.
So I like the 2-frame attempt, but I've yet to see it hit. I've yet to see it hit, but you know, it's like Mega Man. We're like, where's the down air? And it just kind of came out of nowhere. But I just love that when the down air hit, it didn't even show Mega Man. It just showed like his fist in Peach's face. But the throw, the back throw as well. So right now, oh goodness. So Shiny's afraid to grab onto that ledge because that 2-frame. I think that's why he's trying to recover high.
Shiny is throwing dice at the back wall every time he presses up B and thinks he's going to be able to shock his way back on the stage. One of these times, Zurge is going to be ready for it with the hard lead, a down smash against the character like Pichu. That's going to be enough to cover the options to get the stock and force out some different options. There's a throw off stage. Zurge, we've seen him use the down tilt. We've seen him use the down air. Which one's going to be?
Oh, it didn't get it that time. So there we go. Oh, he just chucks him away. He's just like, all right, you avoided that down tilt, but why don't you catch this instead? But here we go. So second stock right now, it's up to Zurge. If we see Zurge run away with the stock, we can call it the game already.
I would have to agree. 113%. Again, Shiny. It feels like Shiny just every now and again, he's like, oh, wait, I have 4 tilt. And he just does it like 3 or 4 times in a row. But then outside of that, he just kind of forgets about it. I think that will be a very explosive option to weave into his overall game plan more often, because this poking and prodding is just putting him in position to eat all of this zoning that Mega Man brings to the table.
It's like Heroes of the Storm, right? You got those abilities, and it's like on cooldown, and then you just gotta wait a little bit, and then you can just keep doing it again and again.
Too soon. Rip hots.
Rip. But right now, great moment to cancel. Here, down tilt? Oh, a good job by Pichu. He actually mixed up the timing that he would do it. But Zurge.
In the face. In the face.
I forgot that was last stock, honestly.
I hope there was some nutritional value on that Hadouken, because Shiny definitely just ate it.
Yeah, I mean, it's great nutrition. Yeah, I mean, he's eaten it twice, right? Must like it, right? Oh my goodness. So Mega Man, goodness, like it's hard to put into words, but oh, we're seeing the character switch. Palutena.
I think this should have come out a game or two earlier. We saw some real signs of burst potential out of Shiny's Pichu in the first set, but it just feels too inconsistent. The way that he's playing, he needs something that is more capable of zoning, that it can reflect things back at their opponent. So I'm glad that Shiny's made this decision. I just hope it's not too late for him.
I mean, we've seen Sweet Tea. Remember, he just tried to look for something, but then he pulled out the Palutena. So we'll have to see how this works out. So interesting choice. I love the Palutena pick. I agree with it. He's actually there's actually a tech where you can actually avoid being 2-framed with the teleport recoveries.
Today I learned.
Yeah, today I learned. Thanks to Beefy Smash Dudes. They made that video. Great tech to learn. But right now, if you're Palutena, you really want to use your aerials, because Palutena's got great aerials, got great frame data, and great parry by Zurge, speaking of that. But what's your plan? What's your plan for Shiny? Oh, goodness.
I feel like the plan for Shiny is to show as little as possible. One of the reasons why we're talking about this reset bracket is because Zurge saved that down air anti-recovery option for the very end of the set. If Shiny puts all the cards on the table at the beginning, Zurge is the caliber of player to read all that and kind of get a feel for what's coming at any particular moment. If Shiny can keep things in his back pocket, break them out at the right opportunities, the right moments to get some stocks.
Bear.
At key moments, he could win this set.
Yeah, but 2-frame. Oh, he tried to catch it. I love that state of mind, but that's not safe, and get yeeted back. Oh, he's fine.
If that was Pichu, they'd be back at 0% right now. Shiny is going to be able to up B, gets the attack back onto the stage, explosive flame.
I love these parries.
Parry these, by the way.
God, I love how. So I feel like that Shiny's trying to play the same game Mega Man is by doing those kind of zoning, but back air.
Shiny's like, I can do that too, buddy.
But he's able to use it, so I feel like that he's gonna be fine. If he was Pichu. If he was Pichu.
Up B gets back on the stage, light him up. Zippo.
The Zippo. It's with the Zippo. I mean, so here we go. So the Nairs that Palutena's got, great damage. I like to see that. But here we go. Zurge forced to air dodge. Not gonna give you quite a bit of damage, but actually, this is working out so far for Shiny. But we've seen Zurge like eat a bunch of damage and just come back, and then just kind of takes this lead from there. But great job by him. So trying to get something down, gets the roll. So right now, Shiny just needs to play it safe, just needs to play it calm and look for something.
We haven't seen Shiny enough to know what they consider to be their main secondary character, but what we've seen out of his Palutena in this game,
Pretty good.
if he played Palutena from the start, I don't think the bracket would have been reset. It just seems like Zurge is really struggling to find a way in, and just the threat of the reflect at all from Palutena is shutting down a lot of what Zurge found value off of. And when you have these back throws and you're a slightly heavier character, Zurge is finding themselves having to work that much harder to get ahead.
And Palutena's air frame data is really good. That was Bears, gives you the invincibility because of that shield and the dash attack as well. And the reflect, like you said, Zurge looks for those F smashes, but remember you can reflect that. He's looking for that. I like that. He's looking for it now. Zurge understands he's in a bad situation. And remember, Zurge, great read, and I've yet to see the Shoryuken. He's got the Hadouken, but he's got a Shoryuken too.
I think we might see it. Zurge definitely showed that they're the type of player. I'll save this one option for that slow clap moment when it's perfect and right. Saw goes out, that gets shielded, neutral air, back in connects, follows up, make it a triple, follow up aerial, racks it up, 37 damage. Zurge jumps back on. Here's the Zippo.
Oh. I was just like, hello, what happened?
That got a little interesting. Full neutral air is going to connect. Shiny finding big-time value. Explosive Flame. That's the range you want to try to use it on. Zurge ends the turn. 135%. Up B, back on the stage. No down air attempt. Neutral. Explosive Flame too close.
See, he knows that he can't two-frame. That's why he's not going for those down tilts. Because, well, it sucks. And the teleport, he's looking for that instead. He's looking for those airs to potentially contest it. And that bear should be able to kill near the ledge, and he's going deep for that one, but it's gonna be fine for now. 151. I think a back throw should be able to take it. But Zurge having a hard time finding it, but the bear finally 103%. Definitely not impossible.
It just feels like Zurge is struggling to find a way in. Just the idea that reflect is even there at all, no matter how often it's used, it just seems to be something that Zurge is respecting. And it's allowing Shiny to just get ahead in these neutral exchanges. He moves in, uses the neutral air, gets 20, 30% damage, and Zurge just doesn't seem to have an answer.
And it's not even that, too. It's just the fact that Palutena's frame data is just so good. Like, Nair into Fair into... It's just everything. It's basically Shiny's playing like Pichu, except with a character that won't hurt herself while throwing out this aerials and can do a great job in the dash attack. Not enough, so Zurge is alive and well. But how long can you hold
Well is subjective, my friend. Alive, but well, Shiny said, not so much.
But
now,
definitely want to stand up, Paolo.
I can definitely appreciate the concept of, like, I like playing this character. I have a lot of fun. It just kind of connects. It vibes with me, and I'm not sure where that is for Shiny and Pichu. But
Palutena.
should Shiny win this series, he's a Palutena main. I hate to break it to him if he likes Pichu that much, but you're a Palutena main because you look that much more threatening. You definitely have a stronger handle, in my opinion, of the character and the neutral play. You look that much more dangerous with this character.
Yeah, Palutena is just a scary character in concept. Has great frame data. I'm actually surprised we didn't see an up smash. Remember, Palutena's up smash, one of the very interesting moves in this game, but I mean, I think Mega Man, I think he's got a chance. I think he just needs to, like, kind of shift his mentality, because I feel like that he was kind of thrown off by that Palutena. He's just like, oh, I have to go against the Palutena, I have to shift what I have to do. But both of them sticking on there, so Zurge, hard stuck on that Mega Man.
I mean, these are two players we don't get to see too often in Tulsa. Normally when we get started up, they're already towards the back end or maybe even entirely finished their bracket. I feel like the game plan for Zurge here needs to be figure out what ability has the shortest amount of in-lag and use that to bait out the reflect from Palutena. Jump over the reflected projectile, run up, get a grab, or use the leaf shield, and really make Shiny question how often he wants to break that out.
So actually, do you see Zurge? He used his leaf shield and he was walking into Palutena, and when Palutena shielded, Zurge like walked back and forth a little bit and then jumped up. He's just like, what do I do now? But right now, so hopefully he gets a bit of control of this game because Palutena, great. But he looks for these parries. I think he's got something down. He's got a robot. Down low complete, right?
I mean, you could probably open the file. That's for sure.
Palutena.exe. But he's really looking for it. I appreciate that. He really needs to, though, because that's what he needs to find, and looking for the down air as well. I think he's been hearing you.
Perhaps he has. Forward air comes out. Shiny looking to find a way in. Past couple of games, when things have slowed down, it definitely feels like it's favored.
Oh, we don't tech those.
We've seen Zurge continually go for that, and I'm like, all right, he's testing Shiny's ability to tech. And I'm wondering how it plays out when it finally connects. We just got our answer.
Oh, so this is the moment where, remember, we say if Zurge controls the game, he wins. And look at this. He's just juggling Palutena, saying, hey, you belong in the sky. Let me try to send you back up there. But Zurge doing a great job. I love how disciplined he is. I love these parries, too.
Whenever we see a Mega Man get ahead to this degree,
it doesn't spell well.
Generally see them in the #1 slot in the after game screen. Shiny's gonna have to work hard to change all that. 107%. Seen Shiny do some pretty solid edge guarding. Not going to pan out that time. Forward throw from Zurge. Sends Shiny off stage. Fishes for the forward air. Not heavily committing to the 2-frame. Allows Shiny to get back on stage.
It doesn't work. The teleport, if she's recovering that low, there is no chance for her to get hit by that 2-frame. That is why Zurge is just like, I can't go for it. But the side tilt from Shiny is able to take it by 96%. And remember, Palutena is also really light, too.
Break out the baton. That's going to be the first stock. 125% racked up, though. Upbeat, get back towards the platform. You can tell Zurge was waiting for that, so I don't know how many times Shiny will be able to get away with that one. And that's what I was talking about. That's what I wanted to see. Bait out the reflect, jump in and get some offense. It just didn't pan out, but Zurge needs to keep going back to that well.
Zurge has got it, so this is a press situation when that bomb hits you, you're forced to shield, but the shield pokes right through. You got to shift it up, but here we go. Zurge at 4% only on his second stock, while Shiny is back on forward. So if Shiny's able to get rolling, he can potentially take this game, but not looking too good already. And Saw, it's doing pretty well for him. So Zurge, if he's able to run away with these games, we usually see him in #1, like you said.
Bear in mind, the winner of this series is going to Oakland. Right now, it's 39 points versus 40. Whoever wins this, get your bags packed. So it comes down to it for real. One best of 5 is all it takes. Or in terms of Zurge, 2 after resetting the bracket. Looks for the down air, almost connected.
And it's so good. So he's able to catch the Saw this time. So try to use the Z drop. Oh, that F smash. Like you said, it's so good. And here we go. Bombs on her. Oh, no punish yet. Great parry. Look for the short Yuken. It's like the Street Fighter 4 all over. You look for the parry into the short Yuken, try to finish it off. But here we go. Bear is able to take it. So Shiny, 99%, not impossible.
This is very doable for Shiny right now. Only 99%, a much heavier character, or I guess heavier in relation to Pichu at the very least. Neutral air, that's going to connect. We've seen Shiny rack up damage 20-30% at a time off of that. Not able to rack up more than 20.6. Fishing for a grab, looks like it. Zurge moves up, run up shield, solid option against Palutena. Tries to bait out the explosive flame, not able to do that just yet. Auto aim fishing out there, but there's the mine.
Oh no! She's fine though. She was fine though the entire time, but oh my goodness, that would have been so cool, but not just yet. But oh God, how did she survive?
Honestly, I feel like Shiny might have deserved to lose off of that one. Because that was one part 200 IQ play from Zurge. But Shiny definitely allowed that to happen. Like, you eat the mine and the projectile. They're lucky to be alive right now.
It's looking for one more throw, looking for the fair as well, but high pressure situation. If Palutena can run away with it, it's going to be okay. Oh, with the grab, the spot dodge as well, so back throw as well. If Shiny's able to get this edge guard, potentially can take it, but not just yet.
Oh, that's an up smash.
Oh, God, yeah.
We haven't seen Shiny break out the up smash, but eager to reach Zurge back from Smash 4.
Yeah, honestly, oh God, it's such a high pressure situation, but the bear finally takes it. Zurge with the well-deserved game. My goodness. So Zurge is potentially Could be packing his bags to Oakland.
Mega Man just jumped on. He's like, like just like it was just
Get out of here.
Just a full on goodbye, goodbye. But I feel like that game should have been over.
Oh yeah.
The moment you eat the mine and you don't try to shield it at all, I do think that the stage has been set for a shield to break, because there's been a number of times where Shiny has used the shield on the mine, and I think if you do throw that forward smash immediately off of that, you're going to be in shield break territory, and maybe that's what Shiny was worried about. But at that high a percentage, you don't want to take those on the chin for free. I'm sorry.
It's also the fact that Shiny ran up with it, and also the fact that he's also many times held shield, right? And Zurge just uses a back air and just kind of clips right through the shield and not able to do anything. But does it matter in the end? Because Zurge is 1 game away.
1 game away after resetting the bracket. The uphill battle that is could potentially do it here, has the momentum in their favor, but Shiny has definitely shown that they can play this game in dominant fashion with this character. They're just going to pull it out 2 times in a row.
Yeah, so this time he's the one in the back end. So currently, here we go. Trying to send something down the down throw into... Oh, the platform kind of saved a little bit of the momentum there, but right now, Shiny doing a good job with this stock, with this starting off as well. So trying to get something down, but both of them throwing out projectiles. I like how patient they're both playing, knowing that Shiny knows that he has no reason to approach. And remember, like you said, Mega Man has a hard time doing that.
I like situations that we just saw for Shiny, also using the vertical game, but keeping the platform between you and your opponent. Zurge is down air, definitely going to be a threat anytime you're trying to rack up those up air attacks. Excellent positioning from Shiny. Gets rewarded with 107% damage, sizable lead. There's the mine. Uses the invulnerability frames to get around that. Okay, Shiny, I see you out here. Oh, but then I see you out here.
With that, yeah. He heard you. He's just like, yeah, I'll screw this up for you, man. But here we go. So the fair as well catching up.
That's an interaction.
Did you see that?
That is for sure an interaction.
All right, all right.
It got caught in space, man. There's no gravity out there.
Yeah, no, you're right. You're right. My bad. I didn't know. I remember Smash Ultimate is a very realistic game, right? They're just fighting in space.
Same.
I mean, they both can, right? She's a goddess and Mega Man's a robot, so nothing much you can really do. And speaking of that, nothing much. There goes Zurge's stock. So Shiny doing a better job. He is at this advantage, so he's got the pressure on him.
It's so interesting to see these 2 players square off, because it feels to me like Shiny in general has more burst potential, can make sharper plays, but is much less consistent than Zurge, where Zurge is just kind of like always at 80%.
Oh, great tech. I mean, this time Shiny's just like, I got this. I heard you guys talking trash about my tech ability, but this time I got it, and tries to use a leaf shield. Do you see Mega Man just walk away from that side special? Oh, but there we go.
Like I said, it must be delicious and nutritious, because he's
eating it.
Eating these forward smashes. No need for dinner out here in Tulsa if you're Shiny.
Hitting up with the Hadouken. I mean, trying to... You see, he runs away when the leaf shield's coming. I wants to avoid that, but the bear as well. Here we go. Tries to get back up there. Shiny playing really patient. I love that. Yeah.
Off stage there, though.
Yeah. So Shiny doing a great job. So the bear as well. The down throw into RAR, really good move. But here we go. The leaf shield as well. Once again, such a good move on Mega Man. And it's back on the stage. Whew.
Hop back on the stage with the leaf shield. We saw Zurge start to shy away from that in the previous portion. That reflect doesn't necessarily work like that, and you are going to get punished the hard way.
So this is potentially the last stock Zurge has to go through. He's got 1 more hurdle in order to secure his spot into Oakland, and my goodness, great Mega Man play, but Shiny definitely can come back from this one, but eats the leaf shield to the face, the up air to cash out Zurge, but if Zurge, we've seen Zurge run away with stocks over and over again, and this potentially could be the last time he has to do it.
Shiny back against the wall. We've seen him in this position before. Down, certainly not out. Neutral air doesn't get the knockback portion of the in there. Leaf shield, that's going to connect 45% damage. Oh, hanging off stage, precariously so. Up air, that's going to connect. Buys Zurge some time. Reflect. Oh, causes the trip. Explosive flame, presence of mind to get the shield out.
Oh, trying to mix up his recovery, but he's going to be fine. Mega Man.
Back airs up here.
Great
comes
recovery.
out. Goodbye rush.
Is that it?
There's a throw. That lower percentage will be able to come back. Nice job attaching that. I've been looking for this down smash all series.
There we go. You got what you wanted? You got to see the down air. You got to see him use the leaf shield.